Hey everyone, let's take a deep dive into this newly tooled Demco 42-foot sprayer tender trailer and this slick looking black and white 379 Pete. Let's get started. All right, let's take a look at this cardboard box first. Here we go. This is the packaging. These were made by DC Toy Trucks. This is the white on white or black and white cab. Anyway, this is 602074 and there were 500 of them made. So you know you've got an opportunity to buy one if you want one. Let's start with this cab. This is your stock DCP 379. You got double round headlights on the front and turn signals on your fenders. Some nice chicken lights underneath there, and and then right below the air can you have some more light detail. Black bands on your fuel tanks, stovepipes to make it look cool, and a window peak visor. Not my favorite visor, but I didn't run them, so I didn't get a vote. Anyway, you have your stainless steel fenders on the back. These are stainless full fenders, by the way, and it looks like there is a screw back here and here that hold these on. That has been actually a nice transition. I'm pleased to see DCP going through the effort to put screws. Normally, these are just riveted on, but it seems like as we're going, more screws are being added to the fenders, which is really cool because then you take them off. Not that you can reuse them very easy, but they're there. But here's the big show right here. This is new tooling this year, and what you have is a 42-foot Demco sprayer trailer or tender trailer. You have 2 water tanks on there. You have some work lights on that tank, which is really cool. In my opinion, they knocked this out of the park. I just think they're really awesome, and they look great. You have a white frame here to match the cab, and you have the low pro tires on the back, which is kind of a nice feature. What you notice here is a lot of parts here are screwed in. So you have 2 screws here hold your tank on. You have screws there would hold your landing gear to the side of the trailer. And then you have screws, obviously these are all held in with screws, but then you have more screws underneath that hold your tank, and then this deck plate right there underneath there, or this decking underneath. Your fenders front and back are just pressed. It appears they're pressed into the die cast with plastic pins, so nothing much new there. You have some light detail for clearance lights or turn signals. And then you've got all sorts of cool light detail on the back, along with branding. They branded this thing everywhere. Even look at these cabinets underneath. They put Demco branding right there too, which I think is kind of that's pretty cool. That's neat. You have Demco underneath and then Demco on the back of the gooseneck. It's all over this thing. Pretty freaking awesome. Your landing gear, if you didn't know, does move up and down via these screws. And then more about this trailer. Okay, on the tanks you have ladders, which are pretty cool. On the passenger side, you've got steps on both sides here with handrails so you can get up and down. You've got all sorts of hose detail with actual plastic hose, not rubber, it's plastic, but you know, hey, can't win them all. I mean, and do we really care? I don't. It's there, and that's what's awesome. And then you have some more hose detail underneath, and this is all die cast that's been painted. Now, some of these other hoses here, those are plastic on both sides there. But down in there, that's just painted not just painted, but it is painted die cast, which is, it still looks cool. And then you have your mixing cone. I mean, look at that. They went out of their way to put the motor on there with the pump, and then you got banjo valves and things like that. Just really cool. And then this is actually, it looks like it's probably photo etched stainless or something. It's photo etched, I'm fairly confident, or maybe not, what do I know? But either way, it's metal, and that cage right there is all metal, and then you got the hinge details, so it looks like the doors open from both sides. Pretty cool piece. As I mentioned, there are 500 of these running around. I was told that Demco did absorb a lot of these, so I know that out of that 500, I don't know how many are left. I know I was able to score a couple cases, and I'm fairly pleased with that, and they are selling well. So if you want one, I wouldn't wait around too long. I think you'll have opportunity to get them, but I'm a broken record whenever I do these evaluations on these trucks, because typically there's not many made, and then once they're gone, the collector market, they just go bananas in price. You know, they just get really expensive really fast. One thing I didn't mention about the clamshell, which is kind of cool, this comes with a top and a bottom. So normally there's two pieces that put together, you know, sideways, but in this case, the trailer sets in like so. So you have this piece of plastic here, which your trailer is going to set on. It helps support that. Inside here, you're going to get a fifth wheel plate cover and an extra set of mirrors in case you break one off your truck. And there you have it, the new Demco 42-foot sprayer tender trailer. I've got these at rockinghfarmtoys.com, and you can get them for while supplies last.